off the streets, they admitted that this deportation was a mistake. Now the president is trying to pretend that he has no power to bring him back from one of the most horrific prisons in the world. This is un-American, it is immoral, it is illegal, and it needs to stop.
That is Washington Senator Patty Murray advocating for the return of suspected MS-13 gang member to the U.S. This while one of her constituents, an Air Force veteran who did 4 tours in Afghanistan, sits in a Venezuelan jail after an apparent abduction by the Maduro regime. Let's bring in the parents of Joseph St. Clair, Scott and Patty St. Clair. Mr. and Mrs. St. Clair, I know your audio is a little bit rough here. We're going to put you in there. Scott, you tell me first, your son and others are being held unjustly in a Venezuelan prison, and you keep hearing about Kilmar Abrego Garcia and nothing about your son. How does that make you feel?
It's just as frustrating as it can be. We've been going through this for 90 days, asking everybody that we can ask, getting help from the Trump administration, but reaching out just on every platform, every email, and then to hear this to be the narrative is super frustrating, considering the fact that real Americans like my son, real Americans like Wilbert Castaneda and Jorge Vargas and Lucas Hunter, these are families that we know now that are suffering just like we are, waiting for Maduro to stop this insanity.
Yeah, and to you, Patty, because Jason Rance, who you know, he's from your area, he's a friend of the show. He writes this on My Northwest, quoting, Washington Democratic Senator Patty Murray has used her platform to support bringing illegal immigrant Kilmar Abrego Garcia, an accused gang member and wife abuser, back to the U.S. from El Salvador. But she seems wholly disinterested in helping bring home Joseph St. Clair, a United States Air Force veteran who did 4 tours in Afghanistan, who was abducted and jailed in Venezuela by the Maduro regime. We should point out that Senator Murray's office has reached out to you, meaning that she must have gotten your notice, Patty. What do you make of this, and did they say anything that was significant?
No, actually, she hasn't. As a matter of fact, we have been just screaming this story ever since we found out February 4th to anybody and everybody that will listen to us. We do not have our state's backing from congressmen or senators. Thank God we do have some senators stepping up from other states to help us, but nothing at all from ours.
And we would welcome her advocacy, yes, but I don't think it's coming.
And that's what my next question was, Scott. What's the next move? What do you need? Do you need someone like Rick Grinnell to kind of rally the forces and go back over there and get these people? Do you need Marco Rubio? You need Trump himself to get involved in this? What is it you're asking for and looking for?
Look, Adam Baylor has been amazing. He called us on day 6 of this and gave us so much hope. The SPIA has done wonderful things. We trust the Trump administration, but we need Congress to put this on their voice, to be a megaphone for the fact that this is a real American issue. And we're talking about things often that don't seem like real American issues. And so we need the Congress to step up and help the president to make this a priority. And we need people to come to Washington next week and support BringOurFamiliesHome.org event that we're going to be at. This is when families are going to get to talk to the American people and to Congress and show people these are real people. The people in the jail are real Americans, and we're real families that need your help. We need your prayers.
And Patty, it goes deeper than that, because it isn't just an American being held, it's a veteran who repeatedly fought for his country in Afghanistan that is being held and now needs his country to fight for him and others like him who are imprisoned. That's the whole point of this thing, where you bring in Kilmar Abrego Garcia's name and you're forgetting the name of your son and others like him.
That's right, Trace. Our son is a 4-time combat veteran. I mean, he gave his all to protect the freedoms that we cherish. One thing you might not know about our son, Joe, is he suffers from severe PTSD, something that he brought back from his service for our country. And just to know that he is being held in a prison that is famous for human rights abuses is something that's just torturous for us as a family to know. And even more so, he does not even know that anybody knows where he's at, that we're fighting for him. And just to give him some hope to hang on, we're coming.
Yeah. Listen, we will stay abreast of your situation. Please keep us up to date. We'll bring you back on. We will push for the release, and we're going to keep fighting for this thing. Scott, Patty St. Clair, best of luck to you. Best of luck to your son. Keep us informed. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
Well, 4 more Democratic lawmakers traveling to El Salvador to push for the return of suspected MS-13 gang member, an alleged wife beater. Should elected officials, after just hearing the St. Clair's point of view there, should they prioritize the needs of their constituents instead of advocating for illegal immigrants? Let us know. X, Instagram, at Trace Gallagher. We're back with the Nightcap crew, which includes you, next. Back with the Nightcap crew, Kevin Cork, Matt Finn, Mitch Rochelle, Alicia Krause, Brandon Strzok, and Natalie Beisner. Tonight's topics: priority problem for 4 more Democratic lawmakers traveling to El Salvador to try and bring suspected MS-13 gang member and alleged wife beater Abrego Garcia back into the country. Should elected officials prioritize the needs of their constituents instead of advocating for illegal immigrants? Kevin Cork.
No, don't do that. Just keep losing elections. Just be crazy. Like, it's so obvious, right? Take care of the people who you are responsible for, and that's the American citizen.
You would think, Alicia Krause, but yet.
Oh, no, of course not. Like, why should we care about Americans that are here, or moms that are here, or children that are here, or voters that are here?
Yeah.
What are they thinking about?
I mean, I think the whole thing is, Mitch, that when you hear the St. Clairs tell their story, you're kind of looking like, oh, wait a minute. They're going after Kilmar Abrego Garcia, and they're holding tight on Venezuela?
I can, on some distorted level, understand a Maryland senator wanting to go, but I can't understand these representatives from other states that have no nexus with anybody in their voting bloc. It's absolute madness. And you know what? This is the hill that Democrats are going to die on.
Yeah, but that same Maryland senator, Natalie, is also dealing with, Rachel Morin's mom, right? Patty Morin, who went before and said, I can't believe that there was no man who was killed by an illegal immigrant, and there was no mention of her, and he's down in El Salvador.
No, he finally had to be asked about her, and he said, my heart goes out to her, and that's all he had to say. And you said it, a Maryland senator is one thing, I guess, but now we've got someone from California, from all over. It feels like a slap in the face, especially to the St. Clairs, I'm sure.
Yeah. Brandon.
Well, I got to say, I mean, one thing I'll say is that I hope the Republicans are paying attention, because the Democrats are out there working harder to go get illegal immigrants than I think Republicans worked at times to help their own constituents who were the victims of the Biden weaponized government.
Matt Finn.
I'm not in favor of anybody being unjustifiably deported, but you have to ask, when's the last time there was, let's say, a Democratic delegation visiting with any of the family members who had one of their loved ones killed by illegal immigrants?
Yeah. T says these were nothing but grandstanding stunts of the most egregious kind, nothing but a bunch of photo ops, and none of them brought Garcia back to the U.S. Stephanie, the thing they seem to be prioritizing the most is time on camera and in the media. Lisa, the answer is obvious to their constituents. Elected officials who covet illegals that are alleged gang members are in it for the politics. Cheryl, the majority of the American people voted for America first, so I'm hoping they get voted out for being America last. Karen, they all want their 15 minutes of fame. Too bad their constituents have seen this. Susan, I'd like to hear which one will be responsible and let him live with them. Ellen, this is a disgrace. Most cities have so many issues to address right here with actual citizens. And Grammy says it would certainly be nice. They are just grandstanding for one ridiculous cause after another. Thank you for watching America's Late News, Fox News at Night. I'm Trace Gallagher in Los Angeles. I'll see you back here in New York City tomorrow night. Join us then.